But you can't be thinking you're gonna go have plastic surgery on a Groupon.
Exactly.
Like you,
The
ain't no plastic
30s.
surgery on sale.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Right, that's not gonna happen.
yeah.
And if it's on sale, 9 times out of 10, you're not supposed to get it from the person that's having a sale on liposuction. Don't do that.
Confessing that although I love my family, most of the time I don't like my family. Everyone in my family.
Take a breath.
Everybody. I feel like I'm angry at everybody in my family. I don't like my family. If they weren't my family, they wouldn't be my friends.
Things are getting seriously messy in the Braxton family right now. What started out as light shade has turned into a full-on war between sisters, and this time Tamar Braxton took things further than anyone expected. What began as a few playful jabs on her show has now turned into something much more brutal: public humiliation. Tamar recently went live and completely dragged her own sister, Toni Braxton, accusing her of having a failed BBL surgery that supposedly smelled bad. Yes, you read that right. Tamar claimed Birdman left Toni because of a botched procedure. The internet instantly exploded after that. Now, before this went down, Tamar had already been throwing subtle shade at Toni for weeks. She mocked her looks, hinted that Birdman was pulling away, and even suggested there were personal problems between them. But when she dropped this BBL bomb, it changed everything. According to Tamar, Toni didn't just get plastic surgery. She got it done secretly. And the results were so bad that it allegedly caused tension in her marriage. Fans online went crazy trying to figure out if there was any truth to Tamar's claims, or if this was just another dramatic Braxton family feud. Toni, on the other hand, was not having it. Sources close to her say she's furious and ready to respond. And honestly, if this keeps escalating, we might be witnessing one of the messiest celebrity sister battles ever. Let's break it down, because the Braxton family values are starting to look more like Braxton family chaos. The drama this season has been wild. The Kardashians might even need to take notes, because these sisters are bringing more reality TV energy than ever before. It all started when Tamar accused Toni of secretly getting a BBL. Now, plastic surgery in Hollywood isn't exactly shocking news, but Tamar didn't just say Toni got work done. She went further, claiming the surgery was botched and even smelled bad. According to Tamar, it was so bad that Birdman couldn't handle it anymore and wanted out of the marriage. Toni has always denied getting any kind of major body surgery. She's publicly said that her curves are natural, and that the only cosmetic procedures she's ever had were a nose job and a breast augmentation. She once opened up about her insecurity, explaining that she'd wanted to change her nose for years, and eventually did it after signing her first big record deal. She also admitted she got her breasts done but said that was it. However, not everyone buys Toni's story. Fans have pointed out changes in her body shape over the years, her waist looking smaller, her hips looking fuller, and many believe she might have gotten liposuction or a BBL despite her denials. When side-by-side pictures of old and new Toni started circulating online, the difference was hard to ignore. Still, she wouldn't be the first celebrity to deny cosmetic surgery. Many stars keep it private, and some even go out of their way to insist it's natural. But just when fans thought this debate would fade, Tamar jumped right back in and added fuel to the fire. Reports claim Tamar started telling people that Toni did, in fact, get a secret BBL and that she's been lying about it. So what would make Tamar turn on her own sister like this? Well, it's no secret the two haven't been on great terms lately. Their relationship has been rocky for a while, and this was just another chapter in their ongoing tension. Apparently, Toni even sent Tamar a cease and desist letter to stop her from talking about the alleged surgery. Tamar wasn't happy about that at all. She claimed that their other sisters, Trina and Tawanda, had no idea about the legal letter, and that Toni acted alone to silence her. That move only made Tamar angrier, and she promised to get back at Toni, which led to her dropping this BBL story for the whole world to hear. According to Tamar's version, Birdman was so turned off by the alleged surgery that he considered divorcing Toni. Whether or not that's true, the claim alone was humiliating for Toni. But the story doesn't stop there. Let's not forget, Toni did file for divorce from Birdman just days after their wedding. The two had been on and off for years, finally tying the knot in August 2024, but things fell apart almost immediately. Reports said she filed for divorce within 2 days, claiming the marriage was irretrievably broken. When news broke that she was demanding $160 million in the divorce, fans were stunned. Many accused her of being after Birdman's money, especially since she'd been open about her financial troubles in the past. Even 50 Cent jumped into the drama, clowning her on Instagram, saying women always want to get paid after long relationships. At the time, people saw Toni as the gold digger in the situation. But with these new claims from Tamar, some are wondering if there was more going on behind closed doors, maybe even something that made Toni embarrassed enough to lash out and file first. According to insiders, Toni might have rushed to file because she knew Birdman was planning to do it first. She reportedly wanted to save face and make it look like she was the one ending things, not him. After all, being dumped after only 2 days of marriage isn't exactly flattering. Eventually, though, she called off the divorce and the two supposedly worked things out. Now, whether Tamar's story about the stinky BBL is true or just pure pettiness, nobody knows for sure. But it's clear that this feud runs deep, and there's a lot of bad blood between the sisters. Of course, Toni isn't the type to stay quiet. After Tamar humiliated her publicly, Toni clapped back by bringing up Tamar's own messy breakup with her ex-fiancé JR. And she didn't hold back. She reportedly reminded everyone that Tamar herself admitted JR cheated on her, and even stole her jewelry to give to another woman. That comeback definitely hit hard, because Tamar's breakup with JR was ugly and still fresh. Rumors even said JR was messing around with Tommy Lee, while he was still with Tamar. Tommy bragged about it, saying he never left his side chicks for Tamar. So yeah, the Braxton family isn't just dealing with sisterly arguments, they're in full-blown war mode. What's supposed to be a tight-knit family full of love and gospel roots has now turned into a soap opera filled with betrayal, jealousy, and revenge. If there's one thing we've learned from this whole mess, it's that fame and family don't always mix. And for the Braxtons, this might just be the most explosive chapter yet.
Is that is your man, as you call it. That is your man. He knew it was a situation with me and you. And he was down. He was down to play op games. I wouldn't take nothing like that serious, my love. That ate my... And I sent him on his way. It wasn't...
Y'all, she also revealed that JR had been spilling the tea about Tamar.
You don't want me to expose how you were saying that you kicked her out and she went back to her mother's house? Not Mrs. Braxton. Not Mrs. Not Mrs. Singer with the sold out tour that JR also told me was flex. It was cap. It was she flexing. She don't have no sold. Between me and you was his exact words. The tour not sold out. He said you was messy. He said you went back to your mother's house. He told me a lot of things that he shouldn't tell a stranger. I just met this man less than a week. Love, if that...
This whole situation is getting crazier by the day. People are dragging Tamar left and right because no one can believe what's going on. The wildest part? JR did all this mess after only knowing Tommy for a week. He already knew that Tommy and Tamar didn't get along, but that didn't stop him from getting close to Tommy and spilling all of Tamar's private business to her. Honestly, that should have been Tamar's cue to walk away. She should have dropped him the moment she found out he was being messy. But if you know Tamar, you know she doesn't like to listen to advice. She kept claiming him proudly. My man, my man, my man. While the truth was he was everyone's man. Eventually, JR dumped her, leaving her heartbroken and embarrassed in front of the whole internet. For a while, people moved on and forgot about the drama. That is, until Toni brought it back up like, "Isn't this you?" When Tamar tried to criticize her relationship. It was the ultimate clapback moment that reminded everyone just how messy this family can get. Now, Tamar has fired back with some serious family sabotage, and Toni isn't backing down either. What started as a little sisterly shade has turned into a full-blown war, and fans are wondering how far they'll go before someone finally breaks. Because let's be honest, family drama hits different. It's personal, emotional, and hard to walk away from. And when it's the Braxton sisters, you already know it's going to be loud, public, and unforgettable. Whatever happens next, one thing's for sure, it's about to get even messier.